Hey guys, I'm back with another preview. This time we're going to be talking about Grimsby Town's upcoming fixture with the MK Dons. Now, obviously after we got the draw at the weekend, the frustrating draw, shall we say, for us, and it seems like we found out that, according to David Artelli, got a call from the Referee Association, who rang him to apologise for the penalty mishap, which I still don't see what the linesman was thinking. Because there's no way in the world that was a penalty against Sutton. Apparently during his pre-match press conference, Artel did mention that and hopefully that doesn't happen again. I'm going to put it down slightly to some human error, but that was probably the one moment of weakness I thought for the referee. He didn't go with his gut. He went with the linesman because he'd overruled the linesman earlier in the game. But he went with the linesman this time around, even though he probably knew that it wasn't. But my last thing on the Sutton game is it's our own fault. We did not finish them off, and we've still got some work to do. And that work continues on Tuesday, as we host MK Dons. Now MK Dons are in some pretty real decent form right now. In the last 5 games, they've lost 1 of the last 5, but won 3 out of 5, with 1 draw in the middle of that. Grimsby, on the other hand, 1 win, 3 draws and a defeat. So it's very it's going to be one of these games that I think Grimsby we need to get something from. And this coming month, I'll do a video later on in the week going down our remaining fixtures for March, and really somewhat kind of worried about March, and I'll go into that in another video. In regards to this one, in the last 9 times that we've met MK Dons have won 4, Grimsby have won 3, 2 draws in that time. That is a 33.3% win rate for Grimsby Town. By the way, these stats are coming from soccerpunter.com, so thank you for them. That's the one that I'm using to give us all the good stats and all the good stuff. The score between the two sides in the 9 fixtures is MK Dons 12-9 in front. Goal scored 1.33 for MK Dons, and 1 for Grimsby, 1 goal scored per time. And I'm just going to take you through the last 5 occasions that we've played MK Dons, going back to 2008 in the Johnson Paint Trophy, as it was known at the time. And that was, of course, when we were managed the final time by Alan Buckley, and the MK Dons were obviously they had Paul Ince in charge at the time, and we didn't turn up for that game. In fact, it was quite a flat affair from Grimsby. It ended up a 2-0 win for the MK Dons, going into league competition, which was in 2018, when ended up with a 1-1 draw between both sides. We did get a win against the MK Dons in the FA Cup in 2018, Michael Jolly's Mariners ran out of 3-1 winners against MK Dons. The last two times we played each other in the league, though, Grimsby did get a 1-0 win over the MK Dons in 2019 at Blundell Park in January of 2019. Obviously, because of all the lockdowns and that, we didn't play them again until earlier this season in November, when we got a 1-1 draw, which was David Artell's first game in charge. He'd only been at the club for really 24 hours up to that point. So it's been reasonably successful for Grimsby in recent times, which is something to go on. But obviously they are going to be really buoyed by the form that they have had in recent times, MK Dons, and they are challenging for at least a playoff push, but automatic promotion is not out of the realms of possibility for the MK Dons. If you wanted to flutter on this game, you can get some places. You can get Grimsby Town at 15-8. The draw is 11-4. The MK Dons are 13-10 with certain places. And if we look at some of the other stats for the game, against our longest winning run is 1. And we stuck to that. 4 is MK Dons' maximum winning run. If we look at the clean sheets, we've achieved 7, same as the MK Dons. Both teams have failed to score pretty close to each other. 8 times MK Dons has failed to score. 7 times Grimsby have failed to score. Obviously, Town's biggest victory of the season was the 3-0 win, which they got at Salford. MK Dons was a 4-1 win. The biggest defeat, which I don't like to keep going over, but the MK Dons lost 4-0 in their biggest defeat, while we lost 6-1 at home to Walsall in our biggest defeat for a long time. So we've only come back to win once, and come back win. They've done it 3 times, MK Dons. Ashley Hunter is the top assist maker. Alex Gilby is the top scorer. Danny Rose is Grimsby's top scorer with 13 goals now for the club, that is, and it's one of these games that really could go anyway. It's one of these now, though, that we need to get a win, but we need to get a couple of wins because with Forest Green's win at the weekend, it kind of, even though last week was a solid week for Grimsby with 5 points from 9, losing to drawing, I should say, to a relegation rival, which Sutton are. I think it's more important now that we're able to get a couple of wins, and especially at home. We need a win at home. I know we got one last time out against Forest Green, but I really do think we need to get one unexpected. I think if we can get a win against the MK Dons, then it'll be typical Grimsby, because as we look at the table, you will see that the MK Dons are up in 4th. They've won 19 games of their 37 games. They've drew 7 and they've lost 11. Scored 60 goals and conceded 47, plus 13 goal difference. 64 points they've gained, so they're definitely chasing an automatic promotion place between Wrexham, Stockport and Mansfield as well. And Crewe are involved in that fight as well for automatic promotion. Whereas Grimsby, we find ourselves fourth bottom. 7 wins from 35 games, 14 draws and 14 defeats. Scored 46 goals, conceded 61 goals with a minus 15 goal difference on 35 points. Almost double the amount of points for the MK Dons. MK Dons have got some real quality. They obviously lost Mo Isa in January, so the Isa Brothers contest is no more as he went to Exeter. But I think this is probably, I'm going to say, as big a game, but I'm not going to call it a free hit because it's one of these that both sides are going to be going for something. Us for safety and MK Dons, like I said, for automatic promotion. If they do win and results go their way, they could end up in the top 3 come the end of the evening if results do go MK Dons' way. We, on the other hand, are only 5 points from the relegation zone after Forest Green's win against Walsall on Saturday. So we have to be aware that the job is not finished. The job is nowhere near finished. People have said, but look at Forest Green's running. I'll go through the bottom 4's running in the next couple of weeks. We'll get past this weekend's game and then we'll look at the running for all 4 bottom sides and then go from there. But I do think that, you know, I believe we need to get to 40 points to really have a realistic chance. Yes, our goal difference is better than both the bottom 2 sides, and Colchester, again, their game is under threat. Apparently they've got an 8 a.m. inspection. Really, if it keeps happening to Colchester, something may have to be done to punish them, because their pitch obviously is not fit for purpose. But especially if their game on Tuesday gets called off again, you know, I think questions may have to be asked of Colchester United. But we can't worry about Colchester. We've got to worry about ourselves. And this is a big game. Hopefully, would you start a Beacle again and Rose? I probably would, because a Beacle looks like he's got a lot of energy. He worked really hard for his goal at the weekend, but you know, I'd make a couple of changes. Obviously, with it being Saturday Tuesday or Saturday Tuesday Saturday. I think obviously there will be changes coming in. I'm doing this on a blind. I haven't had chance over the last couple of days or last day or so to listen to David Artell. But my overall thought for this game is, I don't want to call this must win. I think we just need a win at home against a well-performing side. This is going to be difficult. I am going to go for a Grimsby win. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for the Mariners. Danny Rose to get one, and probably Harry Clifton to get one. So I think those two will be our 2 goal scorers, hopefully. I think it will be a good footballing game, because the MK Dons definitely play some decent football. But I think it's all a matter of who do we think is going to perform. But I'm going to go 2-1. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think the score is going to be on Tuesday evening when Grimsby hosts the MK Dons. Leave your comments down below. Let me know all over social media. So please do like, please do share, please do subscribe, and hit that like button as well. That'll inform YouTube you like my content. And also please do hit the bell button. That'll let you know when I upload some new content. Like I said, we've got another match preview, and we'll also do a run-in after Saturday's games. We'll run down the run-ins of all the sides, especially in this situation. And National League followers, if you don't worry, you will be covered as from later this week, because I know the run-in is getting close for them as well. So there is going to be some National League content, Grimsby fans as well. It's only because I covered them a lot last year, and so I was going to this year and haven't got round to it. But this is all about Grimsby. This is not about that. We'll talk about that later on in the week. But in the meantime, guys, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit all those buttons. If you can do it all in one go, that'd be quite impressive, wouldn't it, really, if you could do it all in one go. But leave your predictions down below for me and all over social media. And in the meantime, guys, I will see you for the Gillingham preview. Well, actually, what I will say before I go, before the Gillingham preview, I am going to be at Blundell Park for the game on Tuesday night. So if you do see me here and you want to come and say hello and give me your thoughts on the relegation battle ahead, which we're still in, I think that draw would look better had Forest Green not won at Walsall. But as that happened, it's kind of kept us in it. Probably in a way kept us honest as well. So leave all that good stuff in the comments and towards me, and I will see you guys for a review, but also mainly the Gillingham preview at the weekend. In the meantime, guys, I bid you a farewell, and please do like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.